Back with another fast one. Yeah, that's can't point. That's me. Okay, not my summer job, but looks like I'm dancing with a mop. Anyway, figured I should use a picture of myself instead of whatever picture of any student, just because it's summer and I can make fun of myself instead of making fun of other people. Here's a couple things that I want to show you, but I'm going to make it shorter. So I'm going to show you this one and then show you a different one in another video, because that would try and keep them short. Anyway, in different textbooks and guidebooks and manuals and stuff, they talk about a COB, or a cutout background picture. And these can be really cool because I wish I'd prepared some examples to show you this sort of thing. But, well, no, I'm not going to take the time to find that. But you can have the subject of your picture just sort of alone, no context, no background, like my cluttered background with posters and windows behind me here. You can have their head overlap a headline. You can wrap text around them, especially for what are those things called, quick reads and that kind of stuff. So I want to show you how to do a cutout background. The easiest way in Photoshop and Photopea would be, if you have a picture like this, it's got a pretty simple background to begin with. Choose your magic wand tool, and I was afraid that was going to happen. Well, still kind of the easiest way, but you probably want to do a couple of things to your picture first, even if it has a really simple background like this. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to deal with the image. Might do an auto tone. Notice that background got a little bit lighter. Also might do an auto contrast. Okay, want it to be a little bit sharper. When in doubt, it's not always a bad idea to do a thing called sharpen, unmask. Okay, so notice I went to filter, sharpen, unmask. It's taking a while here because I got both the video and the right. And oofa, that really sharpened it. Probably you don't need to go much over like 80%. See if that'll, like 80. How about if I reset? Oh, yeah. See, now everything's taking so much time because I'm recording and trying to use this at the same time. Okay, so let's try 80%, hit enter. There, much better. Okay. So those three things: auto tone, auto contrast, and what did I say? Go to filter, sharpen, unsharp mask, and do the unsharp mask at about 80%. Now, I still have a little bit of mussiness up there. I don't want to necessarily overdo this, but I could go to brightness and contrast levels. Make it a skosh brighter. There you go. A little more contrast, and that hopefully is going to eliminate a little bit more of my background. I probably don't want to do too much because I don't want to lose all of the great stuff. So maybe Control Z so you can still see, like the gray of the t-shirt. And at any rate, it should be. Maybe I want to. Maybe it's my tolerance. I wonder if that's my problem. If I hit this tolerance up here, again, I'm on the magic wand tool. Come on, click. Oh, this worked so much better before. Just because I'm videoing. Click. Click. All right, maybe I gotta have that tolerance. Maybe I'm gonna re-record this video. Oh, I see. Too much. Okay, let's do like 10. There we go. Okay, so you may want to experiment with this. Maybe 20 is going to be too much, but yeah. Hold down Shift and click again with that same. This time I got it. Great. If I have a little dot like that, I do another. Now I did too much, so I probably got to do Control Z because because I want to leave that mop there. I can figure out something with that one little dot. But fast, easy way, right? Magic wand tool, click. If you want to click more, you probably want to hold down shift. Now all you got to do is hit delete. Sometimes backspace will even work on it. And voila. If I want to make sure that I clean some of that stuff up, I maybe even use my eraser tool and big enough that I can see it. And I'm going to get rid of that little dot that was there. And maybe if I left anything on edges, right? And I noticed that maybe there's a little bit of my mop. So I hit click. There you go. Delete that out too. I think it actually did delete it. Now, easy enough. I've shown you this before. Make sure you're not saving it, but you're exporting it. And you want a PNG or a PNG because those will keep that transparency. Kajing. Go, save, go, save. Hey, there's your preview. We're good. Okay. But, and this is going to go fast, slower, but I'll try not to go so slow that I bore you to absolute death. Okay. Again, good idea to do those things where we auto tone, auto contrast, and then go to filter and sharpen and unsharp mask at about 80%. And the reason for that, back up, navigator, back out. The reason for that is what we're about to do might take kind of a steady hand, right? So instead of the magic wand tool, you're going to go up here to this rectangle selection, and you want to choose magnetic lasso. Okay, choose the magnetic lasso, and in theory, and it gets to be tricky, you're going to want to practice this. Okay? In fact, I probably should have copied this layer so that I don't mess up this original layer. Having done the sharpening, unsharp mask, and having done the contrast is going to make this work a little bit better. But every once in a while, you may want to click instead of just dragging your mouse. But basically, what I want to say is the point of a magnetic lasso is that it kind of wants to follow along the edge or the frontier of one shape or color behind the other shape or color. And this is pretty useful if you have, like, say, a runner or a basketball person jumping, that kind of thing. Tough thing is if you've got lots of stuff in your background. Now, it's going to make it harder to do this. Plus, I've been practicing this for 30 years. I'm going to click here. I'm going to hold down shift. It doesn't want to do it. Oh, come on. There. Sure. When I'm demonstrating for you, it doesn't want to do what it should do. But it should be. This is why you got to click every once in a while. Otherwise, it's going to be attracted to stuff. That's what magnets do. They're attracted to stuff. And who wouldn't find me attractive, right? Anyway, eventually you're going to get to it. And my professors would call these the marching ants or dancing ants. I could try to zoom in to show you what you're looking for. But that means that you know that you've got it selected, right? And again, you hit delete or backspace. You might hit Control D to unselect stuff, and zoom in, and you're going to see that you're not doing too crazy on the edges. Stuff is a little bit pixelated. I like to use this navigation tool to zoom in and zoom out faster than the magnifying glass. Again, you're probably going to want to get an eraser tool and go and get those edges, right, that it didn't quite get for me, like so. And again, make sure that you export it as a pane. So there's no background then. You can make whatever background you want behind it, right? Or better yet, have it alone by some statistics or a quote or a funny cartoon bubble. Just about whatever, you name it. Whew. Done. Was that quick enough? Oh, I never know how to get out of here. Oh, just hit stop.